Hi, I'm Sydney Rogers, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It is February 26, 2020, and we are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studios, where I'm joined by Jim Sinicropi, Jessica Lahr, and Katherine Chase of the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail, because it is Wine Wednesday. It's the last Wednesday of February already. But this show is brought to you by, am I getting it all? It's Varick Winery and Vineyard, which is one of your 14 wineries on the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail. They will be celebrating St. Patrick's Day on the 14th, and you can celebrate your luck of the Irish by enjoying fine wines paired with complimentary Irish fares, such as Irish stew, potato leek soup, and scones. You can toast the day with green wines and sample jellies, preserves, salsas, hot sauces, butters, and mustard.
They're known for all that stuff at Varick.
Yes. You wear your green and look out for leprechaun.
So scary.
Yeah, there's more information at www.varickwinery.com. Welcome to Wine Wednesday, everybody, and welcome, Jessica, to join us.
Welcome back, Jessica.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday yesterday, right?
Thank you, yes.
She's
Happy
a-
belated birthday to you. You were last week.
Thank
She
you.
turned 25 this year, 25 and thriving.
Yeah.
Did you have a good birthday?
I did. I worked all day. I didn't go home till like 8:30.
But you like your work.
It was good.
You
yeah.
like what
I
you do,
love it.
right? So it's not that
Adult
bad.
birthdays aren't the same.
They're not the same.
When you're a
They're
kid.
nothing
No.
special. It's just another day.
No,
But
How
that's okay.
is work going for you?
Great. I love it. Yeah, we're adding new services. We're getting a laser machine, so we'll be adding more services for
Ooh.
laser hair removal and
Sounds fun.
I know I could go on and on.
Are you gonna do a podcast on that?
How about the rest of your life? Your family? How's your family?
Good, good. My oldest just won the spelling bee for Geneva.
Oh, love
Congrats.
it.
Yeah, 6th grade. So he
What
goes
was
on
the
to
last word
regionals.
you had to spell?
Oh, I should know this.
What was
I
one
don't
word
remember.
he had to
I knew
spell?
it.
I didn't mean
one
to put
point.
you on the spot.
Do you know any of the words he had to spell? I wouldn't be
can't.
able to remember.
No, but I do know that my husband would look over and he'd go, I don't know how to spell that.
Oh, that would be me. 100%.
We have autocorrect, that's why.
I
Yeah.
know. But my youngest, he'd spell them all, and he knew when someone would get them wrong.
Aw.
And so they're good. My youngest just turned 10, so it's weird.
Future
I have
At
spelling
15, you had a
champion.
child?
Yeah.
Young moms. But
Yeah.
so, and then did they both have birthdays in February?
No, so Max, my youngest, just turned 10 in February, and then Colby turned 12 in November. So
Oh, okay. I thought they were
Yeah.
both in February.
Almost a teenager.
I know. So we're now into double digits with both in almost the teen years, which
Oh, no.
scares me. But
Oof.
That's
I
scary.
I have a 5-year-old, so I don't want to think about
you
that.
do? It flies.
Oh,
I
I'm
remember
sure.
being annoyed because people would say, "Embrace it! Like they're gonna grow up so fast. Don't blink." And I'd be like, "I know, I am. Like trust me, I'm so present." And now I get why people really say that because it's so true. It's just flying by. It's kind of depressing.
Oh,
Well, nice to have you back inside the studio. For
Thank
those that don't
you.
know, Jessica was the original host of FLX Weekly.
yeah. Sorry, you're
Tell my
stuck with
girls
me
to
now.
take over.
But it's been about a year now, hasn't it?
It's been a while,
Not
honestly.
yet. Has it been a year already?
I feel like it. I don't know. Maybe not.
What was it? When was your last show as host?
I think it was in the summer, wasn't it? Maybe August.
I remember what show it was.
I thought it was spring, but either way.
We have great memories. Anyway.
This is my first time back in 2020, though. Or
Okay.
my first time visiting in 2020. So.
And the last time you visited was a Wine Wednesday, so you got lucky
How
both
convenient.
times. I wonder if she does it on purpose.
I know.
So
One
what are
note, though, before we go on. Today's show isn't live because our Spectrum internet is out here at the studio, and so
Yeah.
it's recorded to tape. So there'll be some things a little different, or not recorded to tape. It's actually recorded to a disc.
we won't
have
have
Oh my
some
gosh.
normal things either on
Yeah.
our program.
Really disappointed in Spectrum. We called them
agree.
at 9 a.m. this morning when we got in, and they said they'd be here at 3, and I find that unacceptable. But they didn't seem to care what I found acceptable or unacceptable.
I agree.
not.
Just another day in Spectrum. That's
Yeah,
what you
business
said
class.
before you.
I thought there was a higher level of service for business class.
I agree.
Yeah, and news.
Yeah.
You need it. You
Our
need
whole
it.
life
Well,
runs on the
Wine is
internet here.
important.
Yeah.
We're using
Did
a
you tell them about the
Verizon,
wine?
Oh, yeah.
hotspot in the office, but this studio can't handle that.
Got it.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, so sorry, but now I'm ready to try these wines.
Okay,
I'm
Yeah,
let's
let's
get
thirsty.
drink
to
some
it. All right.
Thirsty too.
What are we drinking? Catherine?
So I don't really have a theme this month, but both wines are dry, both are from red grapes, and both are very versatile with what they can be paired with. And we actually have some Jessica custom cookies to go with
I
them.
know she brought them in and they're going to go good. They're still warm.
So should
Yeah.
we eat the cookie before the wine?
I'm unprepared for this, so do as you please.
I think it's going to go great. Or
I think you should cookie wine, but you just went into it, so it's fine. So you can see the difference. I have a rosé and I have a dry red. I'll just talk about both, and you can sip as you please.
Ooh, we don't start with a certain
The
one. or
red
anything.
will be drier,
gonna start.
but I don't know if it'll really affect it too much.
I'll just drink both of them, honestly.
Yeah, do what you like.
At the same time.
Which again?
What's that?
Which is which?
So the paler one is the rosé.
That is.
This is from Lucas Vineyards.
I love it.
This is their 2019 vintage, and we are actually.
It's a wee little bottle.
Well, this is because it's a tank sample. They have not bottled this yet, so
This
we're
is
some
really
of the
good.
first to try this.
Oh,
Oh, I
Yep.
love this. This is great.
so
for
yeah.
summer.
It'll go good with a cookie, really.
the red is
Yeah.
Americana.
And red is Americana.
And
And
it
so we'll
looks
just
like
talk
it's
about the rosé
revolutionary
first.
Red.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Go rosé, that's what you guys got? Okay. So it's 100% Cabernet Franc grapes. They planted their vines in 1997. It's aged in stainless steel for just a couple months to stabilize it. You will have a refreshing wild strawberry fruit flavor,
Yep, I like it.
taste-
underlying creaminess,
Ooh.
and it pairs well with anything from cookies to chicken to pulled pork to cheese and crackers. It's really, really versatile.
I would drink this with everything.
Yeah.
Very,
I
very
love
smooth.
it.
I
Yeah.
like it.
I don't really like white wine anymore, and so to have like a chilled wine in the summer is so important for me. So this is like the perfect.
Yeah, and it still works
Very
for
important.
winter too.
Yeah,
Because it's,
absolutely.
Yeah,
Rosé.
yeah, because it's rosé and it's all the rage.
Rosé all day.
Yeah. So if you want this, don't forget they haven't bottled it yet. It'll be out soon.
I want it.
Get on a list.
Okay. I'll message them after this.
Okay. So the other one is Revolutionary Red. This is from Americana Vineyards. This is a blend of French hybrid grapes. There's Baco Noir, Deschanic, Vincent, and Leon Milot. It's steel fermented and then
Dry.
briefly aged in oak. I'm not sure what oak it is. Maybe you can get a hint of that. Jim, you seem to be the oak flavor aficionado over there.
Ooh.
You'll get notes of dark cherry, cranberry with the subtle
Good wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
You'll have a little bit of orange peel on the finish. And this also pairs well with many things. Turkey, Thai food, curry,
Turkey?
meatballs, muffles.
Oh, I could see it
They
with
say
turkey.
fall turkey, yeah.
Fall
Because it has a
turkey.
little bit of that cranberry
opposed
and
to
cherry.
spring turkey.
Yes.
Okay.
And a cookie.
And a cookie, yeah.
Well, I know there's spring chickens,
Yep.
but yeah, this is excellent. Both these wines are great.
This is like the smoothest red. It's so easy.
Good.
I feel like this would be a great transition for someone to try reds. If
Yes.
you like them to
That's me.
start you okay.
Because I don't overly like reds. I'm getting more into it. And the first time I tried this, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Because it's not super dry and it's not super oaky. That kind
Right.
of gives it that bitterness, you could say.
Exactly,
But
yes.
it is like the perfect like transition into that red.
Yeah.
I've been
Especially like some
transitioning the
chocolate.
most this year
Good.
to reds, and
I have been
love it.
too. Last weekend was our Mardi Gras event on the wine trail, and I actually went to most of the wineries, and I made sure to try something I've never tried before at each of the wineries,
that's
and it was
awesome.
mostly reds, and there wasn't a single one I didn't like. I was
Good
really,
for
I know, I'm
you.
like, look at me blossoming.
It's happening.
It's a perfect opportunity to do that, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And you never think to do that, I feel like, at those type of events, because you just go for what you're used to.
Yeah,
right?
and you do
No.
that often, even not at an event. But
Oh, yeah.
I always encourage you, try something you don't think you like, because you will be surprised.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Have fun. Mardi
So
Gras.
we can do a little bit of facts about the wineries.
Yes,
We'll start with
please.
Lucas. That was the rosé.
Old school. I mean, both of these are founding.
Both of
members
them
the
are
Cayuga
founding
Wine
members
Group.
of the wine trail. Lucas is on their 40th
So good.
year. They are
Wow.
the oldest winery on Cayuga Lake.
That's
Back
what I
when back in the day, there was only you can count all the wineries on one hand,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. There were
Now look
5
at
founding wineries for the wine trail.
great.
So their story is one of my favorite stories of all the wineries. So it started in 1974 when Ruth Lucas, who is like the matriarch of I think the whole wine industry, but especially Cayuga Lake, and she was a pioneer. She moved her family from Long Island to Interlaken. The children did vineyard work after school. It's a really awesome story. Yeah.
Oh, I love
Yep. And their
that.
first tasting room was like out of their house, and they poured wine for
love
people
that.
out of the kitchen. 1980 was their first vintage, Cayuga White and Estate Red, and they both won medals.
Wow.
And then from
Oh
there,
my
it's pretty
gosh.
much history. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was she
It's
did
really
what she was
cool.
Really
doing.
good. Yeah, she
And-
did what she had to do, and it paid
Yeah.
off.
Yep. The current the current winemaker is Jeff Hauk. He is Stephanie's husband, which is one of Ruth's daughters.
Oh,
So
okay.
Ruth is the matriarch. Then there's Ruthie and Stephanie, and then Jeff is Stephanie's
I
husband.
know Jeff Hauk.
Yep.
Is he from Seneca Falls originally?
I'm not sure, actually.
That's awesome, though,
Yeah.
that they're, you know.
It's
still
definitely a family affair. It's a tradition for them. They also have a German festival in September for 23 years.
doing- Wow.
They do different food contests. So last year it was a German chocolate cake contest, and I was a judge. And it was
Oh,
really
stop
awesome. Yeah, I thought about making
How
it,
do
but
we
they're
sign
like,
up
"Would you
for
like
that?"
to judge?"
Yeah,
just
I
right on
know.
their website.
Oh, all right.
In the past, they've done potato salad. I don't
Yeah.
know what they'll do this
Ooh,
year. Yeah.
love
They have
potato
Bavarian dancers, and unfortunately, our pictures aren't working. I had some photos of that.
No.
Yeah.
They were really cool photos, like
Yeah.
the old
The
photos.
old
you
photos of Ruth out in like a
Yes.
freshly planted vineyard. Maybe we
Oh,
can
that's
somehow get them
cool.
posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could post them under the show
Yeah.
when our internet service is restored here.
Yeah.
had.
And so Americana and Lucas and Americana are actually next to each other on the wine trail. They're like 5 minutes apart. Americana, another founding member, though Joe Gober, he's the current owner. He bought it in 1998, so he's not an original owner, but they're an original winery.
Right.
The tasting room actually used to be a functioning swing barn from the 1820s.
What kind of a bar?
A swing barn.
Swing.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Huh,
You do,
can
like,
interpret
dancing in
a
it?
lot.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a swing at first.
Swing,
and
yeah.
That I want it to be dancing.
Yeah,
I want
and
it
they
to
do
be-
dancing there
love
now,
that.
so.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they have live music, and you can do dancing and stuff.
Love it.
So the barn was 5 miles from where it is now. They meticulously took it apart and rebuilt it on the
Oh,
property.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. And it's really neat. And so Americana, they have extensive live music in the summer, a cafe that opens up in the spring, homemade fudge, a tap room downstairs for beer.
Wow.
They have 2 pups, which we're missing the photo for that. That'll greet you. Maverick and Lily, they're rescues. That'll greet you. It's really
I didn't
nice.
see that one.
And a 4th of July barbecue bash with the best fireworks I've ever been to in my life.
Really?
I've actually
I've
heard
heard
of
that.
the Americana fireworks.
They are
Yep.
amazing. It's half an hour of just steady fireworks. There is no break whatsoever.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And you think it's a grand finale, but it's not. And then you think it is, but it's not. Like a bunch
I
of
love
times.
that.
It's really awesome. And this year it's
love
actually on the 4th of July. I think that's on a Saturday this year.
Good.
Oh yeah,
I
it
believe.
is. It
Yeah,
is. I
so
just
that'll be
looked
really
at
fun.
that, actually.
Yep.
Oh, that'll bring out a good crowd.
Oh,
too,
yeah,
with
for
it
sure.
being exactly on a Saturday. Mm-hmm. Wow, those ones are really fun facts.
Thank
I
you.
liked those.
I try to step up my game every week.
Yeah,
You do a good job.
you
You do a good
do.
job. But I'm really impressed with this rosé.
Me too.
I
I,
saw
drank
you
them
dipping
way
seconds
too
over there.
fast. Yeah, and I saw
I don't like
Jim-
that bottle's kind of far over there. I need to go catch your
If
arm.
anybody wants more, I'll come pour.
Please do.
Sydney, of course.
What?
How did it
I
go
got
with
my
the
water bottle today.
How did it go with the
Why
cookies? Did you try?
It was
Oh,
good.
did it
pair
They
well?
Oh
paired
my
really
god,
well.
the cookies are amazing.
And they're-
Like, what's the secret of your chocolate chip cookies? Like,
Love.
there's gotta be a
Telling.
secret.
No, I'm just kidding. It's literally, there's no secret.
Dedication.
It's the Toll House
Following the recipe the way it should be.
on the back.
It's
But I
so
use,
good.
instead of butter, I use Crisco.
Wow,
Yeah,
maybe
so-
that's
My
what it
mother does
is.
that.
Oh, extra fat. That's your secret.
Oh, great. Darn
It
it.
keeps them chewier, I feel like.
I think it is
You know what I
delicious.
mean? But
Yep.
it's like
Thank you,
crunchy on the
sir.
I like a
outside.
chewy chocolate chip cookie.
Me too.
Me too.
And I try
Definitely.
to keep them, make them so they'd be warm.
Look at my glass just
magically-
magically filled up
Thank
again.
you.
But
So Lucas Winery has, I want to know if there's a family member. I feel like they said that there was, but I don't know who it would be. They have a wine named Jessica Lynn. I'm Jessica Lynn. And it says Jessica Lynn on the wine. Do you know if that's a family member?
So, yes.
Oh.
So Ruth is a founder. Her daughter Ruthie has a daughter named Jessica Lahr.
Oh.
And Jessica's daughter, I forgot to mention, so they've had 4 generations of women working. Jessica's daughter is 11 or 12, and she'll help out with the events, dress up in like her
Oh.
German costume and stuff. So
How
Wow.
fun.
that's cool though to have your own wine. Like growing up, like look at
Ruthie,
I know.
Ruth, and Stephanie all have you heard of the like Mischievous and Misbehavin'?
Oh, yeah.
And Misadventurous? They're each on a bottle.
Oh,
Oh, that's so funny.
It's really cool. And they're nautical themed because
Yes.
the father was a tugboat captain.
Jeez.
Oh, that's
Yep.
why it's nautical theme.
Yep.
Yeah, because they have the cute, like, almost like pin-up style
Yeah.
babes on the bottle.
Yes.
It's really cute.
And it's each of them, which is cool.
I love that. I'm so jealous.
Do you want to be a pinup model
Yeah,
for wine?
I can't.
Yes.
But how awesome is it for her to keep having girls that can like keep the
Yeah.
generation going?
Stephanie has a daughter. She just graduated high school, so she's at college, but she comes back for the events as well. And they do have a son, and he helps as well.
Wow.
But we like to focus on women for 2020.
Yes, we do. Sorry, Jim. But
That's okay.
He's cool. He'll just drink his wine.
us women do kind of want to know what the weather's going to be like this
Yeah,
weekend.
that would be
and
cool.
If you could let us know, that would be great.
I can, thanks to Verizon.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we make do with what we have.
Little dig there.
Well, it's been so nice and warm. I mean, the Monday and
know.
Tuesday were like
Mhm.
really
Amazing.
good, sun and everything.
It was a tease.
I needed that.
It was a tease. It is going to cool down.
Ugh.
Friday, we're going to get some snow, high near 27. Thursday night into Friday, you could have to shovel. So
No, Thursday
Pass.
night into Friday?
yes, Thursday into Friday.
That's not cool.
You never used to look at the weather ever, so you would never know. I feel like
I just still don't, clearly.
And it's
This
going to be
is what
windy.
would tell you.
Wind's going to gust up to 37 miles per hour on Friday.
oh my goodness.
And then more snow Friday night, low of around 16 overnight. And then more snow on Saturday. And Saturday could be some additional accumulation. Could be heavy at times.
Why did you ask for the weather? This is terrible.
A high of 23.
Hi,
And then the snow will taper into the night. And then Sunday, a chance of snow showers before noon. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, high near 26. And then we look forward to next week, partly sunny, high near 39 on
Okay,
Monday.
okay.
So we are gonna
Mondays.
jump right out of that cold snap back into a warm
Yeah,
snap.
but
Matter of
the
fact,
cold snap.
Tuesday's high is 48.
wow. We like
wow.
weekend warm weather though.
Yeah.
I have a
I know.
feeling that once we get into March, which would be what?
Sunday.
Sunday will be
Yeah.
March 1st. That we're going to have an early spring, and that's not
Oh,
based
let's
on
hope
groundhogs.
so.
It's just based on the way things are going.
What's his name?
Punxsutawney
Punxsutawney
Phil.
Phil.
Didn't
Were
we tell
you-
you this last time?
I tried to remember. I heard, I don't know if it's real or not because the internet, but I heard that he
The
bit
internet.
a reporter.
You know what? They probably
Punxsutawney Phil
deserved it.
bit him because he was, I don't know, what did you think you were going to get by putting the microphone up to the groundhog? But I guess
You know,
it didn't.
anything helps.
Yeah, I know.
That's funny.
But yeah, he said it was going to be warm, and I actually had my windows legit open
Oh,
this
that's the
past
best.
weekend. We had
Fresh air.
Liam's birthday
Yeah.
party. He just turned 9.
When was his
It
birthday?
was February 13th.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
I still call him a Valentine's baby.
He's a
even though-
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it was so hot because we have just the wood stove that it got up to like 86 or something in my house, and we had
like a
like,
summer
the wood
party.
stove. Yeah, everyone's like, you need to open. I mean, we had a lot of people.
Yeah.
a lot of people in kind of a small area. So I'm like, I need to open all these windows and everything. I can't breathe.
It's always a good feeling, though. I love when that.
Spring air.
Yeah, and you
even
can
if it's
open all
fake.
the windows. Even
Yeah.
if it's fake.
It is very true.
Now this weekend, on Saturday night, a group of 14 of us went for dinner at Portico in honor of my birthday,
Oh, nice.
and stayed and watched the fight. And then looking on Snapchat, I see that Jessica was there the whole time. We never
were?
crossed paths.
I love fights.
Oh,
They're fun to watch.
I love boxing and MMA.
It was a
oh
good
my
one.
It
goodness.
was a great one. The last time I spent $80 on the McGregor
Yep.
fight, and he knocked the guy out in under a minute.
That
I was
always
so mad.
Yeah.
I feel like that always happens. We do that a lot, so you're gonna have to come to my fight nights.
Oh
We
my
do it
gosh, I would love to. Are you
outside.
kidding?
It's when it's like nice out and we can have it outside and stuff. It's so much better.
But she doesn't watch it on TV. She actually arranges people to come and fight
I
live.
do.
Yeah, in her yard.
Last one we had actually, due to people maybe being a little too intoxicated, someone may have
Oh,
punched
no.
someone in the face, and they know who I'm talking about. And we were like, it was all because they were deciding who was going to win. Like one was saying McGregor,
You're
another one was
kidding.
saying Mayweather. That's how long ago it was.
Oh, I
And-
remember that fight.
And I was
yeah.
like,
That was a good fight. That was a good fight.
It was.
The Mayweather.
I didn't know boxing. Like, the guy was very... The way he walked out, like, well, he didn't walk out. He was carried.
Who, McGregor?
Right.
No, this boxing one that just happened that you were
Oh.
at.
Fury.
He, like, got carried out and, like,
Fury.
thrown, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, come to
With
find
the
out,
crazy-
Dan Wilder came out wearing this giant suit, which looked really cool, but he said that it made his legs tired. He said it was 40 pounds, and he was
I
standing
heard
in that
that.
thing
Oh,
for
Lord.
20 minutes, and he said when he took it off, he knew that he was in trouble because his
No.
legs
Oh,
were, it was
no.
like a leg workout right
And-
before the fight.
Did he lose, too?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he said he
Vanity
lost.
doesn't
There'll be
pay
a
sometimes.
rematch.
Yeah.
Next time he won't wear it.
Right.
So your dinner,
Or he'll
though,
train
was it
with
good?
it.
Yeah.
Was
Huh?
your portico dinner good?
Yeah, you know, the thing about Del Lago is that no matter where you go across the whole place, the service is kind of all right. The food at Portico is amazing.
So good, yeah.
And I like the sports book, and you know I like a lot about Del Lago, but it just seems like the service is not throughout, whether it's the restaurant or the buffet or wherever you go.
That's true.
The bars.
Yeah.
You want it to be more like down south where they're so nice and accommodating with everything.
No, I just want to get seated at a restaurant and have my drink within like 5 minutes,
Oh,
yeah.
not 15.
Yeah, they try. I feel like sometimes they try and keep you there longer so you'll spend more money.
Yeah.
But
Well, maybe, but one way to do that is get the drinks out.
yeah,
Let's
I
go.
agree.
I think that's the consistent
It was
thing
so
we've
loud.
seen.
It is.
Not at Portico, but at the bar, and
Oh yeah,
it's like there's two bartenders working. You're like, come on. I mean,
Oh,
we love
yeah.
it. We
And
don't
they're-
ever really
yeah.
go, but you know, every time that's been the thing. We're like, let's go to the other
Yeah,
bar.
nothing that would make me stay away. And even
Right.
even to the food court, order
I
a
haven't
smash
been in there in
burger,
a
and it's
while.
like, I remember it's like 3 times in a row I order smash burger, smash fries, and they give me the fries, and they're not smash fries. And the first 2 times I didn't say anything. I'm like, all right, I'll just eat these regular fries. And then the 3rd time I'm like, I said smash fries, and they're like, oh, that's right, you did. And then you have to wait and get them. Look,
Yes.
I like going to Lago. I just have noticed in the past several months that the service throughout the whole place is not.
I can
been as
agree
great.
with
Oh
that.
no.
Yeah,
I just lost it back to my
I
ear.
thought I
Don't
heard
need it.
that.
Oh, there it
it's
is.
right there.
I wasn't saying oh no about my earring though. I was saying oh no about you, but then I heard my earring.
You have a lot of games coming up because now we're officially
games,
yeah, a lot of basketball games. We're
Oh.
officially into sectionals and championship games
Yep,
and all the
it's the
stuff
best time
people
of the
wait
year.
for all year long. And you were just on what is
Finger
it?
Lakes Morning News with Ted Baker this
Ted
morning.
Baker.
Yeah, did a
Yeah.
little interview.
Oh, Ted,
What were
good
you?
guy.
What did you guys
Best.
talk
Ted
about?
Baker's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there is a new policy in Section 5 where
Oh.
to any game that we want to broadcast, $150 licensing fee, and then the championship games, $300. So I got a call from Section 5's media coordinator on Monday, and keep in mind, this was Tuesday, and keep in mind our first broadcasts are tonight. We have 6 this week alone, and he said, just to let you know, it's $150, and I said that is ridiculous.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
And
we
it
have our
doesn't-
first game
even
tonight.
regardless of when that time was that we knew. Well, I told him the short lead time is not good because I have everybody
Right.
lined up to work. We have 6 games.
Right.
That's 2 people per game, 3 people on some games. Between now and Saturday, so that's 150 times 6 is $900. And I said,
Plus, you're paying your staff.
"Oh yeah," I said.
So it's
I
not
t-
like that's your only fee.
No, how ridiculous is it that they want me to go across tonight? We're doing the Minders early college first round game. It's so I'm supposed to go over to Arthur L. Baker Gym, my alma
Not even a
mater,
mile
where we've
away.
done millions of games for, and bring a check for $150 to do Minders early college. It's ridiculous. So I told him it was ridiculous.
How'd that go?
I don't doubt that at all.
Well, and a lot of people like the Finger Lakes WGVA does all the Geneva games only, so he could be okay. Well, that's a pain in the neck, $150 a game. But for
Right.
me, we do 6 games this week. We're going to do
Right.
10 to 12 games next week, and then the championship games, which are $300 each, we're going to do 6 to 8. So it's like $4,000 to $5,000 now all of a sudden, and
That's crazy.
I told him, I said, this is ridiculous. So long story short, they waive the fees
Good.
through the championship
Good.
round,
Right now,
but they do expect the champion. And then he sent me an email. And look, I don't want to like get angry and point fingers and blame this. I don't know why this policy came about, but I did. He sent an email the next morning that said, I hope that you're happy, that we have waived the fees, and now that you can prepare for next year, knowing what the fees will be. And I said, I won't have to prepare for next year, because if that's how it is, we're done covering high school basketball.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not
And
going
look
to
how
cover
many-
regular season games and then stop at postseason. I'm not going to tell the story and then stop before the end.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
You
And
can't.
it's not, and we're not going to generate that type of revenue in addition to what we
Right.
already have to generate to pay for everybody. I
Yeah.
said, we don't make money on that. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Our high
People
school
depend
basketball
on us,
coverage,
though.
we break even
do.
or
It's
lose
for the
money. And the
community.
one reason that we break even is because I don't pay myself when I'm at these games.
Yeah.
Right.
So now to think that we're going to go ahead and come up with 4,000, no, and the business
Holy
community
moly.
can't support that either.
Yeah.
We can't go out and get
Oh, that's
sponsors.
too bad.
How do you think everyone will feel if we didn't do it next year?
They would be
because of
disappointed,
their-
especially
Yeah.
kids who've been watching what we do, and now they're coming up on
Yeah.
varsity, and
Thinking
then all of a
that they're going to
sudden,
be able to have
Yeah.
their games
Yeah.
broadcasted. Oh.
It is such
And
a
the-
great thing. Hopefully it changes.
it's bad for the kids, and Section 5 first priority should be the kids. And just to give you an
I
example,
agree.
there at senior night at Geneva this year, 2 seniors, Parker Bossard and who was the other one we interviewed? Either Liam Ryan or Jagger Kerr. Anyways, I wasn't there, but I was told by one of our guys that was there that during their senior night speech, when they said one of their most memorable experiences playing varsity sports was being interviewed on FingerLakes1.com.
Awesome.
Aw.
Yeah, that I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But
Tell the people. We'll see
Capitalism.
what they think. Yeah. Let's riot.
Wow.
so,
Oh,
anyways,
that's too bad.
Yeah.
I appreciate that they did waive this fee for us, but I do think that,
Well, as they should without.
Can we
especially
start a
for us who are
petition?
doing so many
Yes.
games, like I say, a lot of media entities do, one team
Right.
or maybe 2, and I would be upset if I was them as well. But for us, that policy is just devastating
Oh,
because
yeah.
we cover every Wayne Finger Lakes team that makes a championship game. We're going to broadcast it, and as many as we can cover with the manpower we have going up to that, we're going to cover it. But not anymore if this is a policy.
Waive
Yikes.
that policy. You heard
Yeah.
it here 1st. But I did want to mention something after you just said that. We will still continue with the games, and a lot of people call every day and they're like, are you guys going to be filming this game? Are you guys going to be
Really?
broadcasting this game? And we can't do it all. So clearly people want it and
Yeah.
people enjoy it. But what I wanted to talk about real quick, I'm switching it up.
Before you
Why are you
switch, I'll
pointing
get
at
my
me like
schedule.
Yes, please. Give your
Tonight,
schedule before
myself
I
and
switch.
Kevin Korzeniewski are at Minders for early college versus Minders. It should be a pretty good game. It's a 6-11 game, 6-11C game. And then at the same time, at 6:45, we go live, tip at 7. We will have a crew in Newark for North Rose Wolcott versus Newark. That's a 7-10 game as well. So should be a couple decent early round games. And then tomorrow night, Thursday night, there's no games on Thursday. Thursday night, I will be back at Minders with Mike Alessio to call the Minders girls game against Bath Haverling. That's a 4-5 game. And then at the same time, we'll have a crew in Waterloo for the Waterloo-Hornell second round game, girls as well.
That's
And
so
then
much.
Saturday, we'll have a crew in Wayne, way up in Ontario, for Wayne versus Honeyway Falls Lima boys. And then if Minders wins against Early College, I will drive to Wellsville.
Oh, wow.
wow.
Do you know where that is?
Yes.
The boonies.
Yep.
It's a
Our
long. It's
way.
like over 2 hours away, and
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
call the Minders Wellsville game. If Minders loses to Early College, then we'll probably make a much shorter drive to Waterloo and call the Waterloo. I'm not sure who they play. Yeah, I think they play the winner of a game that's played tonight, boys game. And then after that, next week would be semifinals right away. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll be doing a game Monday.
my
We'll be
goodness.
do it at least probably 2 different locations: Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
You got a lot.
So now imagine all that I just said if it was $150 each time.
I know. Ouch.
That's a lot.
Is this schedule on your website?
Yes.
That's cool. I've tried to look up. My son plays basketball now. He's 5, and so it's hard to teach 5-year-olds like the concept of basketball. But I
Yeah.
wanted to take him to a game for him to see it. But I struggled to find a good schedule with all the
Well,
different
you're
schools.
over. You live on the.
I
east
live
side
in
of
Waterloo.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah.
So you should go to.
I want to take him. I live near the school.
The Waterloo boys game Saturday night would be a great game to take him to.
He's at his dad's house that night. That's my struggle. Every time I find a game, he's at his dad's house. But he goes to Romulus, so I would take him there.
Yeah.
But I would like to find a spot that just has all the games.
Yeah.
That would have been ideal.
Well, the
But
girls and boys have websites. The
Yeah.
Section 5 boys and girls have websites. They're not the greatest in the world, but
That's what I found.
but yeah, Finger Lakes one every night. We have an article with the with the schedule for
Good
the
to know.
next night and the results from the night before.
Love it.
Cool. I'll
But,
check it out.
One last thing, if you do take them to a sectional game, you have to pay $5
Yep.
to get in. So Section 5
On top
is
of the $150
Yeah.
fee.
Right, well,
Where's this money going to? I want to know.
well, it does cost money to put these tournaments on. The
right.
tournaments are huge. The boys
They are
have
huge.
118 teams. The girls have 113 teams, and it's literally this week alone over 200 basketball games. Being played as part
We're
of
a
the tournament.
basketball area. Like, I went to South Seneca, and we were a big basketball school. And
Right. Not like
It's
other
big
places
time.
that are football.
Yeah,
We're
yeah. We don't have
basketball.
lacrosse or something, so
Prattsburg.
basketball is our
Huge.
sport.
Yeah, same with Prattsburg, especially for small towns.
Look, it's winter up here in upstate New York. It's like
Right.
perfect,
There's
right?
nothing else
You're
to
gonna go
do.
inside to the gym. You're gonna watch some high
That's
school
true.
basketball. So,
Yeah.
it's enough high school basketball.
We wish
And
everyone
Durant.
the best, though, for high school basketball. And as for Wine Wednesdays, we have officially gone through 14
We
of
have.
the wineries,
We have.
but we are not done.
We are not
We
done.
are going to continue with things that we won't really tell you yet,
Yeah.
but we'll have some new people in to talk from different aspects of
Yeah.
wineries.
People
and-
from different wineries.
yeah, I think it'll
Yeah,
be great.
I
We're
can't
going to
wait.
continue
Yeah.
our
We
relationship.
can't stop after
We can't.
7.
No,
I know,
I love
I know,
Wine
but we went through
Wednesday.
14 delicious wines.
So
Every
drunk
single
right
wine
now.
was great.
That's why you had a rant.
yeah. But we are officially over time. So thank you, Jessica, for
Thank you for
joining
having
us.
Always good to see you.
And
Jess.
Catherine,
pleasure.
even though we've
Same.
gone through 14 wineries, you will be back and better than ever with some new stuff.
Can I say
for
2
us.
things?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just since we missed the event segment,
Oh yeah.
there
we
are
did.
a couple events at the Wineries this weekend. On Friday at Buttonwood at 3 o'clock, you can go and do premium pairings by the fireside. They do seasonally themed wines and food samples.
Love that.
On Saturday, this is an event near and dear to my heart at Knapp. It's a wine and pizza day.
oh
Yes.
So
I thought you
you
were
can.
gonna say succulents for sure. Not yet.
I like pizza more. You can buy a slice and they'll pair it with wine, or you can just get a glass and hang out, have a slice, play some games. It's just something
Yes.
new. The owner joked that some people will be like, "Oh, chocolate doesn't go with wine," or "Pizza doesn't go with wine," and he's like, "You know what I say to that? They can have anchovies."
Pizza
and I
goes
agree.
with everything.
Pizza
Wine
goes with
with
everything. Yeah,
I like
wine goes with
anchovies on
everything.
pizza.
Ew.
Well,
Gross.
not a lot do, but
Yeah.
I know they don't.
I thought it was
know.
hilarious.
There's a reason why it's a thing. It's because it's good.
It is, but that again, we are over time. Good
Yeah.
thing we're not.
It's okay.
live. Yeah, but thank you everyone for coming, and
you.
thank you
Thank
everyone
you.
who was joined us watching. If you liked us, you can click like, you can share with your friends, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back, of course, next Wednesday, and until then, you can enjoy your weekend here in the Finger Lakes.
It'll be March next time.
March.
We will be live.
We will be live.
Hopefully.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.